Hi everybody, I am the winter Hikaru lived.
I am panty and stocking, new with garter belt.
Still Emily.
And we are here with our special guest.
Mr. Daniel Duenas. Was that the right answer?
Yes, I think it was. Daniel, who are you? What are you doing? Why are you here?
Hi everyone, I am Daniel Duenas, and on my page we will be talking about anime, manga, movies, a lot of gay stuff, so if you're into that, come on over and say hi.
Awesome. Daniel was so nice to come join us for today's wrap-up pod.
Yep.
So we just wrapped up AX 2025.
4 whole days.
4 whole days, and we are running on fumes.
Action packed.
Correct.
There was so much to do, so much fun. I mean, barring a full review, why don't we take some time and do what are our highlights?
Sure.
What are our fun lowlights from the last 4 days, and share it with chat over here.
Yeah.
I'm learning that from Daniel.
Yes.
Hi, chat.
Hey chat.
All right. So why don't we start with ladies first? Emily, highlights.
I think my highlight was watching the premiere of The Summer That Hikaru Died. So we got to see it, honestly, about 4 hours before I came
It
out
was
on Netflix.
before anybody else.
But it was the worst
It was a different cut.
Yeah.
But it was honest, it was packed, and it's such a vibey. I was very curious how they were gonna make it so eerie feeling, but still spooky. And I think it was chef's kiss, perfect. The soundtrack's awesome, the pacing is awesome. So I'm excited to see what it's in store on Netflix.
Yeah, and it really is like it's like a horror version of Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
Like, at least in terms of the style and animation that they're using, it's so beautiful. I don't even like but
It's
gay.
in the BL section of Netflix. So.
That's right.
It's scary, it's gay, it's beautiful.
For all the spooky gays out there.
Which is a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of Steve, highlights.
I kind of already said it in the intro, but new panty and stocking with garter belt is Trigger, the show they did at Gainax before Gainax blew up. It took them 12 years to get the rights back. They did. Every character designer who has worked on all of their massive, gorgeous shows is working on their what they called piece of shit nothing show. And it looked goofy and fun, new color palettes, and I got a car. And the wheels spin.
That crowd was
So
rocking.
hyped. The wheels spin on that car. It was amazing.
So there was, after the panel,
Yeah.
they did a one more thing.
Like the Apple thing.
Apple
They
Tim
do the
Cook.
best presentations, just poking fun at everyone.
It was so much. So we had watched the full episode.
Yep.
Everybody was hyped, and they're like, "Wait, one more thing!" And they released Good Smile figures.
Yeah, a panty and a stocking. And here at the con, you get a car, the see-through, and they're like, and the wheels move, and they put it down on the stage, rolled it, and people jumped out of their
The
seats.
eruption of roaring.
Yeah,
It was
I think I
great.
went deaf.
It was great.
The person behind us was like, one Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was so yeah, that's probably my highlight. Besides the thing one of us will bring up later.
All right.
For sure.
Daniel, your highlight?
Easy highlight was circumstance met circumstance met circumstance, and I ended up getting to do a one-on-one interview with AJ Beckles, English voice actor for the one and only Okarun, and that was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Hearing his commentary on the character of Okarun and the positive influence that he's having on the male protagonist in anime and manga, I just loved hearing him expound on that. So that's what I'm walking away with. That's my big highlight for the whole con. Yeah.
Next time you have to get Alex so he can talk about Gigi.
Well, I want to hear them talk about that specific friendship, because
Yes.
the way that it starts off, obviously, there's insecurity, there's hostility, there's different dynamic, and you can already see, no spoilers, but you can already see that shift, and we love it, and I'm so excited to have that conversation in the future. So Alex Lee and AJ Beckles, when you two are ready, let's talk.
Yes.
And I love that dynamic too, because it's not your traditional anime dynamic where it's a tsundere and like a shy person just sort of
Right.
And then
It is very real.
it's not an enemies to lovers trope.
Yes.
Right.
Gigi is still very much happy and friendly, but a little bit passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And Okarun is overthinking
It's not
everything.
passive aggressive. He's just win, but that's not passive aggressive at all.
I win. Also, do you have a crush on
Yeah,
her?
let's play soccer.
Yeah, went full aggressive.
Yeah.
My favorite was Waifu Wars, our 18 plus panel that we went to.
Yeah.
good.
So it's
My first.
your first.
My first. We
popped
popped
your
my wife
Wars.
with Sherry.
Yes.
So
Welcome to the mayhem.
so basically, they put 2 characters on screen, and they're like, it's gonna be Rei versus Asuka, and instead of actually having a debate, they do a random physical challenge where they have to make a Lancian Air McDonald's burger, or they have to
Blindfolded.
do a three-legged
Blindfolded,
or do a three-legged race, or do a JoJo's posing challenge.
Correct,
And whoever
correct.
wins gets to keep their
The photo
photo.
waifu, and the
Yes.
other one
In the trash. In the trash.
It is the biggest release of pent-up testosterone you've ever seen.
Nerd
in a panel.
testosterone.
Nerd testosterone.
Yes.
And Daniel was thrown in head first.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes.
Daniel
almost
threw
got-
himself in head first.
That's true. I almost Sudoku'd myself with volleyballs. It was great.
Yeah.
There were beach balls that these two contestants had to catch. They threw them out in the crowd. They had to get one, and it was
We
the
had to
crowd's job
beat them
keep
away
it
so that they couldn't get it.
Audience keep
Yeah.
away.
Somehow
Yes.
both balls landed right
Right in my
Daniel was
face.
like, "This is my moment to get involved," and it was not the moment
not
for
my
anyone to get
moment.
involved.
I'm accustomed to balls flying in my face, but that was a lot for me.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right, so Waifu War is so much fun.
Check it out next year. It will be the people who run that are amazing.
I think
They're
it's
so
only
great.
a matter of time before
Yeah.
we see
And it's in one of the biggest rooms. Like it's
Yeah.
so popular.
Also, a quick shout out to the hosts for coming in as the fake straw hats.
Yes.
10 out of 10. You ate.
And that host, he's so like the energy is so raucous in that room, and he's just deadpan,
Yeah.
and it works so.
And when
well.
somebody's
such a great
somebody when
contrast.
somebody's too much, he always has the right remark to bring him down. It's funny, but like
yeah,
your time for you to go.
Yeah, this
Someone
isn't your
almost fell
show.
off stage and died.
Yes. No deaths yet again. Waifu Wars makes it one more year.
Blood has not been spilt.
yes.
Yes.
So those were the highlights. Lowlights. Was the low light the balls in your face? The summer Daniel almost died.
Yeah.
Lowlights. Anyone? I know we're like fresh.
I
off
have
of it.
I have one. It's just structure. So they do a lot of giveaways where like they give you something at the door, and a few of them have a star on it, and at the end they say, "Hey, come get your prize," or something under your seat. In the Peacock Theater, every time they tried to do it, you needed to know your row and your seat number, and there was no way to see what row you were in.
Yeah.
And they're like 40 seats deep. So every time they did it, everyone would be like,
What row
"I
am
don't
in?
know what row I'm
Yeah.
in."
The row indication was
Yeah.
at the very end.
And then
of
in the
row.
Gojo panel, they put stickers in the seats, and I think a bunch of them fell off. So they'd be like, "Who has the Tojo sticker?" And then they'd be like,
wasn't sticky
"They'd be like,
enough, I guess.
you're in G108," and everyone's like, "I don't have a sticker, and I don't know where I'm sitting." So it took a really long time.
That was tough.
Yeah.
I think mine, I wish there were more announcements. I feel like we got a lot of like, don't get me wrong, we got a lot of like VAs coming, we got a lot of like awesome like experiences, but I wish that there were more
Right.
announcements. Like something.
What do we get to look forward to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There is the Gundam trading card game.
That's
That
true.
did get
But I
announced.
feel like the Apothecary Diaries sequel, like that news came out like 10 hours before the panel.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
so like we're all plugged into the internet. So like it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, it would have been fun if it was like at the end and then it's like
There
you
were
get the rupture of the crowd.
There were a bunch of season 2 announcements that happened last night. I don't know
Yeah,
if you,
off,
like 4 or
off-site,
5. Yeah,
not
like why were
related
none
to
of them here? Like
Black
this
Clover. What else?
is ReZero
Yeah, ReZero.
and Mushoku Tensei and like 3 other series all got new
Yeah.
seasons.
And we got like a soft announcement that Witch Hat Atelier is
I think
getting
that
pushed to
is in 2026.
Which
Fragrant
we've
Flower
been,
got pushed.
We
too.
knew about that.
we've been talking about this like.
Wait, what do you mean
for a
Flagrant
while.
Flower got pushed?
It got pushed to September now.
Oh, you mean they finally have a US date?
Yeah.
Because it came out.
Okay, well, are we in Japan, Steve?
I mean, I've seen the first episode, so yeah, it's a little.
We'd like to.
Let's
be.
just say it's all over TikTok.
This is the
Not all
closest
of
we
us
can
are as
get.
cool as Steve. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I don't know if that
Sorry.
cool is the word.
I guess
Illegal.
the official,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
not alternative means way.
Yes.
It's getting pushed. It got pushed to September.
Yeah.
To
And then-
match the dub.
Yeah. And then Witch
Uh,
Hat, which was supposed to come out in 2025,
Yeah,
got
but
pushed to 2026.
I feel like
unofficially.
you called that.
yeah, because we
yeah.
already know the whole summer slate. So if it was fall, they would have said it's fall. And the fact
Yeah.
they didn't means it's not even fall.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
Got it.
whatever, cook on that one. However much time you need. I don't want a rushed Witch Hat.
My low light was the fact that Waifu Wars and the Anime Masquerade happened at the same time on Saturday.
Yes.
And I'd really love to go to the Anime Masquerade. I mean, you know, we love cosplay here.
Yep.
Yes.
It's also a ticketed event here, like a separate paid event. It's not expensive. It's like $10, but it is like, oh, why isn't that just included in the cost?
We
of
went
admission?
last year and it wasn't full.
It was.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it needs to be sold
and there's
because
different.
Yeah.
I think if I remember correctly, Steve, right? Wasn't there like different
gold,
tiering
silver, bronze,
on
something.
cost?
Yeah.
And it was like VIP was 20, like blah blah blah.
It's like buying concert
We-
tickets.
We,
And then there
we
was
paid the
GA.
minimum, but there were open seats.
Yeah.
You should just be able to walk in, you know.
Especially like it's
The energy
such a
was
big
good.
con,
Like, let
and
everybody in.
Such a big con, so many great cosplays out here. You want to see them featured. You want to see them get that attention, and that sort of creates a gate to people really getting involved.
Yeah.
It's
in
less
cosplay.
accessible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because it was at Waifu Wars, I don't know if 11 Deep Space cosplay won, which is critical for our bet. It's the only chance I have.
We'll have to look at the live.
Yeah, we'll
live
find
stream.
next episode. We'll find out who won.
The Love and
right.
Deep Space Costume in My Heart one.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of like weird lowlights, the Love in Deep Space activation.
Yes.
You like not anybody could go.
Yeah.
You had to be level 50 in Love in Deep Space in order to attend.
They only really wanted the like true fans.
And that's
to
not
go.
like an hour or two. That's like you've put in time to play the game.
Yeah, from some people we hear that's like months to
Yeah.
be able to reach level
Depends
50.
how hard you goon.
Yeah, exactly. You can
How-
probably get it done in a couple days if you're a whale.
How big a gooner are you?
Yeah, exactly.
And
Not in front of my chicken salad. Not the
no.
gooning in front of my chicken salad.
and our last low light.
Last low light.
Man,
It's hard because it's a lot of fun.
There is a lot of fun. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna say this diplomatically and respectfully. I saw on somebody sent us a message via Twitter that X that there was a BL booth on the floor, and me and my little like Fudanshi self got super excited. And I went over to try and have a conversation about like, hey, what do you do? What are you about? Are you a new publishing house? Are you whatever? And it was so hard to get any information about what they were. I saw titles that I was familiar with, like some Sublime publishing house stuff and blah, blah, blah.
So it's a mixture of publishers, mixture of
Distributors. Here's the thing, there was a language barrier, which will like lead to a lack of information.
Yeah.
And I think I let my fantasy get carried away because it was on the main floor. It was like front and center, here's a booth exclusively dedicated to BL. And I was like, that's so freaking cool to see. I can't get any information about what this, yeah. So I think my low light was like, oh, we made it. Nope, no, we got a ways to go.
Still a couple barriers,
Well,
but getting closer.
Yeah.
Yes,
fun.
getting closer. Come back, bring some more people, maybe that are a little bit more familiar with like the climate here, and like let's do cool stuff with that booth. I can't even tell you the name of it because like I couldn't
BL now.
BL.
Oh, that
now?
was the one with the standees, like the 6 standees.
Yes, yeah.
And like they had the little samplers.
Yes.
Stuff.
But you did get to go to a Fudanshi panel. I hope that helped out a little bit. Or
gonna say this.
There's more presence of that stuff.
18 plus.
Yeah,
It was,
plus.
I'll say this. I'm still definitely very proud Fudanshi like lover of BL. Some of y'all need Jesus. Some of y'all need Jesus. And just because, I will say this respectfully, just because it is an 18 and over panel, like everybody knows that, that does not omit the responsibility to post trigger warnings when you are going to show specific types of content. So I will say that is as a like healthy critique, that is something that needs to be put on there. Because there was a couple of things where I was like, ooh, I did not want to see
A little
that.
blindsided there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
But fun.
oh, so
Wild
fun.
crowds.
Wild.
If you're open to the 18 plus content, and there were like 8 other panels at the same time, there's some really interesting stuff in the evening.
Absolutely.
If
And
you're
then
willing to
your
explore.
fan run, which I always find that those are just very like fun.
A little unhinged.
I mean, unhinged, and you have like the most passionate of passionate
That's true.
people doing it.
That's
so
true.
it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah,
it's
props
just-
to doing all that
it's like
research.
by the fans for the fans, which I always love.
Yes.
It's not as like industrial and like curated.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And
And then,
go ahead. We're probably going to say the same thing.
I was going to say last question before we wrap up. So unless you got
Oh, I was going to say, if you happen to have one, because we usually have like what cosplay stood out to you. And I'll say one I know you usually look for. We saw Gur the last day.
Yes, Gur.
He was outside an hour before the end of the panel. They're still out there.
Gur.
Easy. I have an easy one for this one. I saw an amazing Keyfree.
Yes.
That made me so happy. Like they looked so like the contacts, the glasses, the wig, the hat, like the cloak. I was like, oh my goodness. And we don't have any animated material for people to pull from this. So like this person has like scrolled through pages of manga to like build pattern and reference. I had so much respect for that. And they looked so good.
Oh,
so Keyfree cosplay.
Mine is very on brand with what we were just talking about. It was the 6'10" Silas.
Silas.
cosplay. He was
Silas
huge.
from
Love
Love and Deep Space. Okay.
He was like ginormous, tall. He had the hair, the contacts, the harness, and everyone was. taking
Was somebody
pictures
pulling
of
him around on it?
No.
Did they have fangs?
No, he wasn't in his vampire mode.
Okay.
But he stood out mostly because he was almost 7 feet tall.
That'll do it. And the G-Quax is my actual answer. That was somebody built a full body G-Quax with armor that came off. That like, Gur, haha, we found him, but you built a mobile suit. Cool.
in true Carlo fashion, my favorite was a stuffed Aizawa. It was like a guy in a black,
saw that, yeah.
black t-shirt, black pants, and he just had toilet paper
and safety
and safety goggles.
Yeah, but we all knew who he was, so the cosplay works.
We did.
Yeah, cosplay works.
You don't have to spend a ton of money.
Yeah.
It's true.
Last thing, so how did this compare to 2024? And do we want to come back for 2026?
Same answers last year. Absolutely not. No way.
So last year was my first AX, and I'll say like I was so taken aback, my breath was taken away at how huge it was, and so I feel like I was like going to Disney World for the first time. So like the wonder and like the excitement was definitely like peak last year. This year I knew what to expect a little more, but I still had a great time. But I feel like just having that like child on Christmas morning is like such a great feeling that you can't replicate. But like obviously I'm going to come back in 2026.
We also never came through that.
You've been here a while.
We also never came through that door this time, so we didn't see like the big crowd. We always had a thing we were going to.
In the morning.
Yeah. Which helped.
That's my thing with 2024 versus 2025. The flow of people was a lot better this year. The way they managed the panel rooms was a lot better this year. I still think they should clear all the panel rooms between panels. Because that does, like, people do camp. But I think it was such an improvement over 2024. I'm really excited to see what they do in 2026.
Yeah.
Steve?
Yeah, obviously joking. Plan on coming back. Obviously coming back. But everything you said is right. It was easier to get around because we'd been here before. We kind of knew how to strategize. So your first AX, honestly, even this time, there's way too much stuff. You'll never do it all. So just pick one or two things you're really excited about, and otherwise wander, and you're going to find things you didn't know existed.
Estimate how long it takes to walk between the.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
Yes.
That's very
Although I
true.
will say it did feel easier getting to the other buildings this year compared to last year.
Also knowing the layout.
That does help. Yeah.
And our LA native
And veteran.
and local.
It's like
AX
you all need to
veteran.
get out of my town.
Not at all. No. I mean, like, I would love it if all of you like just became locals to LA selfishly. So, no, I'll say this. To monologue for a bit. I've been coming to Anime Expo for years now, and it's been quite the evolution because when I first came, it was just a fan. And I got to just roam and queue and do like things, right? And then as I've grown as a content creator and somebody in this space and has been able to be welcomed by the industry into this space, every year gets a little bit more chaotic and a little bit more busy and a little bit fuller of a schedule. And so this year was probably my most packed scheduled AX, and there was a lot of resetting of expectations. There were a lot of last minute cancellations and movings and shiftings. So for me, it's a little bit different because as much as I love coming here for fun, it has now become something that I get to say with great pride, I come to AX to work. I get to work AX. I get to come dressed in cosplay and take photos and videos that people are interested, like people want to know what I think about it. So it's a cool type of like unique window, and I love getting to share that online. This year, I'm really excited that this year was so much fun for me because I think I put out more content this year than I was able to last year. I learned a lot last year about what to do, what not to do, how to prioritize time. And I will say this, like selfishly, I'm not gassing them up. Having you guys around was so much fun, and it really helped me like
Venmo complete.
Oh my God. No, I really do think, pro tip for those of you that are thinking about attending AX, don't come alone, grab a couple of friends and make sure they're those friends that like know how to get stuff done, but still know how to pivot and be flexible, because those are the best people to come with. Not everything that you want to do is always going to be available. So it's important to know that like there's still other stuff you can enjoy. So for me, that was my biggest takeaway. And I think having learned all of that this year and all of the things from last year, I'm very excited for next year to see how I get to grow as a creator. I get to see how I get to grow as a creator, and I get to see what new windows or new doors are going to open up for me at the convention. So hopefully we're manifesting hosting panels on the big stage. That's where I want to go next. So
we'll be there. We'll be excited to see it when it happens.
Absolutely.
When it happens.
Yes.
And it'll be nice to walk around. Well, it happened a bit this year when we're trying to walk around with Daniel, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta stop. People are saying hi to me." Next year,
those words never came out of my mouth.
I gotta stop. I'm so
We're in a panel and someone's like, "Oh, Daniel, can I take a picture? This is so great. Oh, and by the way, VA, nice to see you too."
Stop. Okay, I'm done. I'm
I didn't name anyone. Oh my God.
No, but it was so much fun walking around with you and getting to experience the con with a local and somebody who's also in the industry and able to connect pieces and move around and be flexible. So
P.S. If you ever see me like at a convention, you are more than welcome to say hi. You have my permission. Like that's I love when people are kind enough to just be like, I like your content. And I'm like, I like you. Thank you.
I love your content. Bye.
Yeah, no, that's literally.
Always.
Yeah, a few times.
Always happens.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let's wrap
it up.
Where can we find you?
Yeah. So again, to reiterate, my name is Daniel Duenas. You can find me at Mr. Daniel Duenas. I am on IG, I am on YouTube, I am on Threads, and I would love to have you join our little corner of the internet where we talk a lot about wholesome gay shit.
Yeah.
And Steve, where can you find us?
YouTube, Perfectly Mid Pod, and Instagram and TikTok at Perfectly Mid. We're also on Apple Music and Spotify.
All right.
And you'll find us at large cons. We'll be at the New York ones at least, because that's where we live.
Yeah.
They're gonna be at SDCC too with me. Watch.
We'll see.
She's manifesting.
I'm so tired.
She's manifesting.
Another hot con.
Weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.